Alright guys, today we have a RC flip phase Thomas. Here is Thomas. It's the flip phase function works properly, and it looks like the remote is also working, but the problem is on the model engine. I've been told that the remote makes the noise, sounds and everything, but they can make Thomas work. So the first thing, I will put a fresh batteries, it doesn't matter the brand, and let's do a test. Here's the switch to turn it on, right here in the bottom. There you go. So the model is working, and now the problem is with Thomas. Thomas doesn't want to work at all. So let's do a little test first. We put the fresh batteries. There's 1, 2, 3, and let's do a little test. Let's see if it works. Nothing. So definitely it's not working. See this light over here? This light, it's gonna give us an indicator. Let me do a little test. I'm gonna remove this battery and see this light turn on. There you go. That means we have current going to the electric motor. See? And the only thing I am guessing is the electric motor is stuck or dirt on the inside. So we gotta disassemble the entire model. These two screws are the one hold the gearbox, and these other 3 screws only hold the part of the wheels and the face and the levers that control the face or flip the face. So we gotta disassemble the entire model. Now there are 2 screws right over here. These 2 screws are the only screws that holds the shell in place with the chassis. We gotta remove these ones too. Everything gotta be disassembled, the entire model. Now there is a spring right here. We need to remove it in order to release the shell, because this one is holding the face. See right there? Okay, good. Now these other 2 screws that keep in place the circuit board or the radio circuit board, whatever you call it. And let's see, I'm gonna do a little test again. We have power, and let's turn it on. So nothing happens, it's not moving. So we gotta take everything apart. There are 3 screws holding the gearbox right here, and on the other side there is a little switch that it has a kind of plastic plate that keeps it in place. These 2 right here, these 2 little screws, and in here you will find the switch and the lever that activates the switch. See? Okay, now we can open it up, and here's the electric motor. The only thing I'm gonna do is I gotta do a little twist, spin it. I gotta spin the electric motor and see if it works. There you go. It's working now. Now it's working. Perfect. So that's what happened to this motor, because it's being probably stored or not being in use for a long time. You cannot make it work. So let's put back everything together, and don't forget to put the ER receptor and the LED light indicator before you screw everything on the gearbox. You gotta put it back in, otherwise you're gonna have a lot of problem to reassemble the model right there once you are ready to put the shell or whatever you call it. I call it shell anyways. So once we are done with these 3 little screws, we got the other side and put the switch on, the lever and the cover, this little cover right here, and the 2 small screws. So we gotta go backwards, you know, the way we disassemble, and we gotta go backwards and reassemble again everything. My fingers are too big for these small screws, but anyways. So once we are done with that, we are gonna do a little test. See, right there it's working. So I used to do a test every time I do another step, just to make sure it's nothing is blocking, or just to make sure it keeps working, because when you are assemble these parts, the models, some of these parts might be not in good position. Probably you left it pinned or something, one of those gears. And I used to do a test after the next step. Now I gotta do another test. So the test is just to make sure it keeps working. So if I don't do any test, if I miss something, probably, and I assemble everything back again, and then at the end I find out that this model is not working, I gotta disassemble again everything. So that's one of my reasons I used to do a test over time, you know, every step. Sometimes some of steps that I used to do, you know, reassemble the model. So let's put the 2 little screws that hold the shell in place with the chassis. That's good enough. Now the other one. So don't be afraid, guys, if you have one of these models the same problem. You can take my videos as a reference, and you can fix your own models. Now let's put this spring. This spring right here, it goes on the face, on this little, I don't know what you guys call this part, but I call it the face, the post, whatever. So we gotta put the spring back in right there. There you go. Now we just push the face all the way to the front. And these metal pieces are weights to help the front wheels keeping in place, also the back wheels to get more traction. Now the middle wheel and the front wheel. Now let me tell you, these little levers, or I don't know what's the name of these parts, you gotta identify and put it right here. It's not the way you should do it, but it's just to give you an idea how these parts go. Now you got to put it on the little cover. Let me show you. So once you identify where these little parts go, or levers, just put it on the cover right here, like that, and hold it against, with your fingers, hold it to the front or the outside, like that. See, and this way will be very easy to put this model back together. Look, I did it at the first time once. You don't need to battle to fix this model. because if you do it the other way, oh, it's gonna give you a hard time. You're never gonna fix it. So this is the easy way for me to assemble the flip face parts under the model. See, the flip face function is working, and the rest is history. Just let's put the side roads and do a little test, and we are good to go. So for those who send me models, you gotta wait your turn. I'm still fixing others models that arrived before yours. Okay, thank you.